Could you be happy without the internet? Ooh. Ooh.
Yes.
Yep.
No. You wouldn't get your football stuff, and you wouldn't find out like
But this is presuming that I am locked in a room somewhere with a load of books.
This is definitely no.
I think the internet's one of the best things to ever happen.
I don't know how I lived without it, like, when I was small. Because, like, my little brother, he's grown up with it, and he's on it the whole time, like.
I don't use them mostly for social networking, I suppose, but I think you could get by.
I'm going to say no to that one, because if there's ever a question that you need answering, the first thing you do is you Google it.
And I think, like, if I didn't have the internet in Australia, I wouldn't have been happy, because I wouldn't have been able to see my family and all that.
It's a double-edged sword, the internet, and it has many excellent uses.
But I do hate the computer, and I do hate going online, because if you go online, your life is like, your hour becomes 3 hours before you know it, and it's like your life is sucked into this screen because you're Googling like ridiculous things and all these ads pop up, and then you're looking at this and you're looking at that.
Well, I mean, people did it for years. People were happy enough without the internet. Granted, they lived in black and white, but they were happy enough without the internet.
A friend of mine in work pointed out, because our computer system was really slow, and he pointed out, wow, is this like what people were like when they had to use dial-up? And me and my mate just looked at him and goes, you're too young to remember dial-up.
Fond memories of sitting around a computer with a bunch of my friends waiting for like an image to load up. Yeah.
Could you be happy without alcohol? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't really, like, well,
I
neither
don't
of us really drink that much.
No,
like.
I don't drink that much.
I suppose I could, but I do quite like a drink. Probably a bit too much sometimes.
I'm drunk right now.
This is Ireland, man.
Yeah, I think here in Ireland everything it's related to alcohol. When someone is born, when someone dies, when there is some celebration, everything's about alcohol. I think it's crazy.
Yeah. I never drank, so I could be happy as well.
Trust me, I've been happy my whole life without alcohol.
I'd be happier, definitely, with alcohol in me.
I'd be richer.
Could you be happy? Could you be happy?
Yeah, definitely could be.
Good, yeah.
I don't need alcohol to be happy, but you don't need runners to run. I just think it makes things a lot better. Just improves things, improves a night out or experience or stuff like that.
I could be happy without hangovers, to be sure.
The idea of waking up with a hangover and a 2-year-old who wants to play at 6 o'clock in the morning is enough to put me off wanting to drink too much. So I could be happy without alcohol, yes.
I still remember the very first night you drank. And
I don't remember that.
There you go, exactly. Could you be happy without drugs?
Could you be happy without drugs?
I don't take drugs.
I don't know what it's like to be happy with drugs. I've never had drugs.
Do they help? Oh, no. Don't give me that look.
Could you be happy without drugs?
Again.
Technically, no. I can't.
It's true.
Because of the old antidepressant pills and all that. Although, not that makes you happy or not.
I have dabbled in them before, I have done them before, but it's just when I was younger and stupid, I suppose, but just not anymore. Just not for me.
I'd never play with me life. I think my mum and dad gave me a life and they wanted me to live it. They didn't want me to mess around and end it.
A dummy could say drugs aren't good for you, because if you drive down the street and see someone that's addicted to drugs, the chances are they're at the lower scale in Ireland where they've no chance. So when you look at them, you say, do I want to be like that? And say definitely no.
I actually was advised by a friend of mine to take a self trip where I just spent time with myself. And so I did the mushrooms. I learned a lot about myself. I had a full half-hour conversation with myself in the mirror. I did a self-portrait, and it's still, I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever done. I never take back that experience ever. But from this day forward, if I never had to do an illicit drug again, wouldn't mind.
If you're not happy, as you are, and you need drugs to be happy, well then, you're not happy. You're not happy at all.
Could you be happy without music? No.
Because all of these things are asking about happiness. I think so.
Come on, I love music.
Definitely not. Yeah.
No, I don't think so either. It's
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, I love music as well.
Yeah, I love it. I'll listen to nearly anything. I'll dance to nearly anything. But if someone just asks, what's your kind of music? Industrial.
I think the thing with music is it can make you feel quite a lot, and it can bring back so many memories.
You can always relate to a song, whether someone has died, whether you've broken up with someone, anything. It'll always take you back to a certain point in your life where you were either extremely happy, extremely sad, anything like that.
I think I could maybe find a way to find a certain degree of happiness, but I think my happiness would be brought down a level if I didn't have music.
That's very sad. Could you be happy without music, Sam?
No, 100% no.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Why?
I think it's the only thing I've ever experienced that is an art and a science at the same time.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's such a cool.
Which is unreal.
I play guitar and sing. I used to write tunes and all. I was in a band for in and out of different bands for a few years. And like, if you ask me that question when I was in bands, and you know, I couldn't live without a band. Even being in a band, that was everything. I wanted to be, you know, a rock star, being a teenager and stuff like that. You know, with loads of hair.
I wouldn't know what, like, I can't really imagine no music because I would have nothing.
Same. Yeah, sure. Well, we were raised around it, so we can't think of like what it would be like without it.
It's very important, and even these kind of tribes who are cut off from society, you know, they bring music into their life in some way, and it seems to be like an important part of being human.
Could you be happy without books?
No.
Yeah, I hate reading. I love reading.
No, again, I think there's nothing better than a good book and a cup of tea. There's nothing better.
I haven't read a book since I was really ever. My mom used to read books. My mom used to read books to me, but I just find it so stressful. Like, it takes me so long to read one page.
Books. No, I love books. I like reading. I like colouring.
I wish I had more time to read my books. No, you couldn't be happy without books.
No interest. Well, I'd read a paper or something like that, but I'd have no interest in reading books or anything like that.
You learn from them, you get creative from them, and your imagination it's literally like cracking your skull open and just this world of imagination just coming out.
The Lord of the Rings, my favourite books of all time, you know, absolutely wonderful. It's like a whole new world in there, you know. If you're feeling down or if something's not going great in your life, you can escape into a different world where whatever's going on, you know, things usually end up well.
I love like the feeling of the pages and like, you know, like the look of a book that's read and all the pages
I
are
love
kind
the
of crinkly.
smell of a new book. Or I love going into the bookshop.
Yeah, being in a bookshop is the best
I
thing
love
ever.
the bookshop.
And then like having like a stack of books and being like, I've read all of those.
Yeah.
So also, I love getting into bed with a good book.
Yeah, but I find it so hard to...
Poor man.
Could you be happy without junk food? I should hope so. I should hope so.
Is chocolate junk food?
Probably, but why?
I'd be less happy. Less happy. Yeah.
Like, I love custard creams. Even now I know there's custard creams in my press and I'm thinking about them with a cup of tea. So no, I couldn't be happy without junk food.
I wish there was no such thing as junk food, but it's too nice.
We like our Chinese and takeaway.
We had 3 Yorkie bars, I was told yesterday, on one day, Philip.
No, we didn't eat the 3, we shared the 3.
Junk food, because it was so sort of readily available to us in sort of my generation from the time we were small, that it's sort of an addiction at this stage.
Now, I think I realised it's...
No, I think you need a bit of junk food every now and then, you know? You do crave.
You do crave, but
yeah.
I think it makes you fat.
Trying to be a good boy. Too many pizzas, not enough salads. It's as simple as that.
Could you be happy without television?
Yes. Oh, yes.
No.
Yes, because we have the internet.
My TVs are slowly getting bigger.
And I will be.
Yeah, wouldn't bother me in the slightest.
Don't watch it at all.
Never watch telly. Ever.
Don't get time.
I'd class myself as being addicted to TV, so I'd be kind of lost without it.
I wouldn't be a huge person for watching television. Sorry about that.
I watch a lot of Netflix and stuff like that, and Netflix and YouTube. So I don't think I'd be too happy without those, but regular television, for the most part, I've done without.
It's nice sometimes to go away for a week and not watch TV, but I love it too much.
Yeah,
I rarely watch. I usually watch TV for matches. That's about it. Like, I don't really
for sports. If I was going to watch something, I'd watch it more on my laptop than on the television, probably.
Yeah, so I spend more time on the internet than I do watching TV. I don't really watch TV.
Why would I sit in front of a TV when I have to wait for 5 minutes every 15 minutes? I think it's sort of, TV is sort of a little bit incongruent with the way that Generation Y sort of wants to be entertained.
Could you be happy without cinema, films or TV series? Don't think you could.
Well, no, I love watching. I love movies and I love TV shows.
I suppose without them, then there wouldn't be actors.
Yeah, there wouldn't be as much of a career.
You'd be incredibly bored.
I think I'm going to say no to this one because I think they inform a huge amount of how I operate. I'm a massive film fan, massive TV fan.
Cinema and films, I think, they're the same as music. They play a huge part in your life. The cinema, I couldn't go to the cinema for a really long time, and I think this is why I'm so passionate about it now, is I couldn't go to the cinema for a long time because I couldn't sit down because of my back, and now I can sit down, so now I love the cinema because I can sit down and I can actually enjoy it.
I do really like cinema. It's an art form I really like.
I love stories, you know, and I need stories, and I like my books and stuff as well, but there's something special about visual narratives.
I wouldn't have a job without cinema, neither would you. Or films.
Yes, we are happy without it. We don't go to cinema at all. Just don't have time for it. And, we used to go a lot. But then I suppose, the baby is more difficult.
I think it's very important. It's entertainment, it keeps you occupied. It kills time. I mean, I think it's a must-have,
I think if we didn't have that, there'd be a lot more in the drugs question because we'd probably just do a shitload of drugs then.
Which we've never done.
No, not once.